Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today we got American Brewing Company. They seen a couple of my reviews where the beers were so overcarbonated. They contacted me and sent me 4 beers to review, and I have actually not reviewed this one. This is their American Blonde Ale. It is a 4.5% alcohol by volume. This should be a very light, sessionable, what I call lawnmower beers. Very nice for the summertime, but now that we're getting into winter, I'm not going to keep it, so I'm going to go ahead and review it, but I kind of expect this to be a real crisp, light, summertime beer. So let's get on with this and see what we end with. I know these bottles are fresh. They come straight from the brewery. And let's go see what it says here. This is an American Blonde Ale, 4.5%. Availability is year-round, so they do this beer all year long, according to what it says here. There are no commercial notes here listed for this. It doesn't even have food pairings listed here for this. It doesn't have any food pairings listed for this. Basically, these beers go well just about anything. Burgers, chops, steaks. Should be very sessionable with this low of the ABV, guys. So we're going to use a pint glass for this. You could very well use the Pokal or the Pilsner glass. That's about all I'm going to say about this one. I'm going to thank Neil for sending these to me. Had a nice hiss to it. Don't think it's overcarbonated. Let's see what we get. Let's get it in the glass here. It looks very light, pouring in light color. Definitely not overcarbonated like the last ones were. Got us about a finger of head on that. Pretty average. A lot of bubbles trimming up. It looks like it's got quite a bit of carbonation in it, but not overcarbonated. I can see the bulb right through it. Fairly clear. Very light golden color. Very much reminiscent of a macro lager, but I'm sure hoping it's not going to taste like one. Looks very good in the glass. Let's see how this stacks up, guys. Let's get a nose on it. Yes, very light. I'm getting a little bit of wheat. Maybe just a little bit of lemongrass. And just a little bit of floral hops on this. Not a whole lot. Doesn't smell bad, so let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, American Brewing guys, for sending these to me. Cheers. Exactly what I said. Very light, very crisp, very refreshing. A great lawnmower beer. Something if you're working out in the yard and it's 90 degrees and you come in, you want something really light and crisp and refreshing. This would probably be a good one to grab if you can get your hands on one of them. Just a slight bit of floral hops in it, not a lot. Very good transitional beer for the guys that are drinking Bud Miller or Coors to pick one of these up, because it's not going to have that big in-your-face hop aroma. So I got a friend or two that is determined to keep drinking the watered-down fizzy yellow water beers that the macro lager companies produce. I got a feeling he would probably like this. Not a big bold taste of malt or hops. Very sessionable. Not something that I would reach and grab off the shelf, because they're not available in Virginia. They are available in North Carolina though. Nothing outstanding, nothing blowing my hair back or my socks off or anything, but very crisp, clean, refreshing lawnmower beer, guys. So it's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees, and this is a bomber, a 22 ounce. So I'm gonna pour the other half for her and see what she thinks of it. And it's leaving a very nice lacing in the glass here. So we'll come back and do the final comments and the final chug on this, and stick around. Alright guys, I'm back. I got just a little left here. A decent lawnmower beer. Nothing outstanding to me. This is actually, like you guys know that watch my reviews, this is not something that I would probably pick up. It's something that I would probably try once, but it is just basically a good lawnmower beer. And I don't know, I've actually had some that are just a tad better. I'm getting a little bit of corn on the back end now that it's warmed up to room temperature. But nothing bad. I mean, very easy drinking, very sessionable. Just a little hop floralness in there. Not a lot, not much at all. Just barely picking it up. Kind of on the sweet side. No alcohol whatsoever in the taste. It's an okay blonde. It's an okay lawnmower beer is what I call these beers, guys. So if you're into the macro lagers, maybe a good transitional beer for you. So let's do the final chug on this one. It's a 4.5%, and it has no date. If these guys are going to send beers to the East Coast, they're going to have to step up to the plate and put some kind of dating on their bottles. I don't see anything on this one whatsoever. A couple of them that they sent me have some kind of date code in white. Very hard to read on the label. So that is the only thing that I would suggest to them out there. And I know they probably are not concerned about that. When they put these things out over there, they probably, in Washington, they probably bought it up immediately. But that's not really I would consider a hot state like New Mexico or Arizona or Southern California or any place, or even Florida where that goes, where it's in the 70s and 80s a lot of the times in the winter time. So not something that I would actually probably go seek out to purchase myself again. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give this a 5, which is a B-. I think it's just a little bit better than average. I think it's a well-made blonde. So it's basically made for your lighter or Pilsner beer drinkers, which I am not. I like stuff that's a little hoppier, or if I'm drinking a stout or a porter, something that's a little more robust. So with that being said, let's go see what the other guys have to say. We'll go over to Beer Advocate first, and Beer Advocate says 71, which is okay. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It is an okay beer. If you're into that style, you may really like it, but I am not. So I'm glad I got to try it. Anyway, you know, I'm always game to try a new beer that I've never had before, and I've not had this one before. So thanks again to the guys out there at American Brewing for sending this one out to me. It's definitely not a bad beer, but I consider it more of a lawnmower-ish slash transitional beer for somebody that drinks the macros that may want to get into something with just a little bit more taste. So let's go over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says, ooh, they're not kind at all. 44 overall and 64 in the style. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They would have probably even got the 6, which is a B, if it had a date on the bottle. And I don't see any kind of dating. I do know that it's fresh because they send it straight from the brewery to me. So thanks again, guys, for sending it to me. If any of y'all have had this beer or can get this beer where you're at, let me know what you think of it. Give me some comments back on this. And guys, as always, hit the like button, rate, comment, subscribe. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. See you then.